What is up, guys? Murderman4 here, back with Redstone Weekly. Yes, it's back. I haven't had a new Redstone Weekly episode for at least a couple of months, and that is because main reason I just haven't had any ideas. For some reason I find it sort of hard to come up with ideas for what I should do with the Redstone, even though there's so much I could do, but it's hard for me to come up with ideas, so I get other people to tell me the ideas that I should do, and I make them. So, yeah, I feel like I have enough Redstone content for a Redstone Weekly now. Maybe even a bit more. I might be able to stretch into 2 episodes. Probably not, though. But a couple of them are on Doctor Who Boy's server, where I am now. And I built something pretty cool. This was going to be the original model in an actual building. It's an elevator. This one, well, doesn't do anything, because I couldn't figure out how to make an elevator. And then I figured out how. So as you can see, it rises up quite high. I'm going to go in it in survival. And so this is oh, it's glitched. Okay, let's see if it's unglitched. I don't want to show you what it does yet. Okay, no, it's glitched. Let's hope it doesn't get glitched. It could be because I had to add in this repeater here. Otherwise, on the way down it wouldn't work. Because there's a way you can get down. Let's try it without the repeater, see if it... Well, let's try it one more time with the repeater, see if it gets glitched. Okay, so I'm going to change into survival. And here we go. You sort of have to jump there in order to get up, but... Yeah, we're up in this little tower area. I plan on making a lounge to it. It's nothing much right now. Just more to showcase my elevator. But if you press one of these buttons, I should be dying in a minute. This is not built for survival. Also, you can see I have a mod installed. It's a raised mini-map. Let me just remove that death point. And it glitched again. I was going to see if it is because of the repeater, because it was not glitching before. The only problem is without the repeater, then it isn't able to work. But yeah, it's pretty sweet. It just pushes you up. And just like you do sort of have to jump there. I don't think it works without the repeater. I don't think the redstone signal reaches. No, it doesn't. So, yeah, there's that. I'm pretty sure the problem is with the... Yeah, I think the problem was with the repeater for some reason. Let's see. A way to reload the redstone signal other than repeater. I don't know. Well, I do know, but I don't need to fix it right now. It's fine. Don't need a way down. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So let's watch from the outside, and it's becoming night. This is what it looks like from the outside. It just lights up, and all the pistons just push in. And push out. And yeah. So only these pistons are different. The rest of them are all like the same. So when you press this button, let me just go down here. It activates this redstone wire, which comes down here. and it will activate these pistons by deactivating these redstone torches, pushing these pistons up. Now at this point, over here, it will have gone up and activated these two redstone, these redstone, and as these push up, these repeaters will activate these pistons, and those will push up, and the redstone line just continues up, doing pretty much the same thing. First, these activate, and then these activate, pushing these pistons, and then pushing them up, continually pushing you up. And then it just automatically resets itself because it just, deactivates each of the pistons after the redstone line has already gone through. So, yeah, if you know what you're doing, it actually is a lot less complicated than you would think. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I was very excited when I figured out how to do this because I hadn't been able to figure out how to make a redstone elevator before, or any elevator in Minecraft. So we falls very far in survival, so you'll die if you're in survival. So that's why this elevator is more creative, because I can't figure out exactly a safe way down. But that's fine. It's more meant for entertainment than for actual use at the moment. Okay, so let's get into the second thing, also on Doctor's server. Let me go to spawn. It's a pig farm, and it is pretty much, if you know who Ant Venom is, he had a Peaceful Map update. That's his main map thing, where he makes a whole bunch of really cool stuff. And he had a cactus farm with droppers that went that automatically collected the cacti. So I used a modified version of that for this. So what happens is there's a whole bunch of pigs here. They're spawning from that spawner, and every 5 minutes this water will dispense, pushing at least some of the pigs down here, or they just fall themselves. And what happens is they fall through here, go through the lava, and hit here. They'll get quite damaged, and by the time they'll die by fire or by fall damage here. But they'll always drop cooked pork chops. That's what the lava is there for. Now in here, I made this for the people on this server. Survival guy, like not an op or anything. Also this, if you press that, it automatically dispenses the water up here and pushes the pigs in. So you heard one die. So this is at the bottom of the way down. So as you'll see, all the pork chops are here. And it's spitting out all the cooked pork chops that dropped. I could make this with a lot of farms. It would be very useful. And so behind here, this is where all the redstone happens. So this is just from the automatic button over in the main room. So the redstone current travels along here, travels up here, and then what it does is it comes down. You need to keep this blocked up so they don't see it. They don't need to see the redstone because they can break it and stuff. Here we go. The redstone current comes down here and activates this, which the redstone signal goes through this repeater and activating all 4 of these. And then it loops around and comes back to here. Then what we have here is an automatic 5-minute thing. You have to be in the chunk for it to happen. So the dispenser, you have to activate it first by placing redstone torch under here. It'll shoot out something like cobblestone, lands on the or whatever you want. It lands on the wooden pressure plate, which activates a signal, which I just set it off again by picking up the cobble. But it'll activate this piston, which will There's also another redstone signal, by the way, going through there. And then, wait, did I have... Oh, crap. Dang nabbit. Let me just do something quickly. Another redstone... Ah, dang it. Sorry about this. But then, it deactivates this piston, deactivating this redstone signal. And when the item despawns, it'll also activate this, deactivating the torch. When the item despawns, it'll deactivate this, activating that torch, so it'll dispense another item. And it'll also lift up this piston briefly, just enough time for it to activate this twice. Now, if we come over here, get back inside, and we come down here, this is where the main magic happens. Let's click the pork chops. So all the pork chops, they will go through this hopper. And so, as I said, I got the main idea for this from ant venom, but I modified it. So it will head into this dropper, and there's a comparator here. This is pretty much for all the droppers. And it will activate this redstone signal, deactivating this redstone torch, activating this redstone torch, and making a redstone loop. And whenever this torch is comparator is activated, this loop will continue, activating both of these droppers, dropping the items into the next dropper, and with every dropper it continues in a loop. And it looks like some pork chops got left out, but yeah, and then eventually when they reach the last dropper is here behind this wall, and it spits out the pork chops into this water flow, which will then give you the pork chops. So let me just check how long this has been. Yeah, it's been long enough. I have enough content for next week as well, because the elevator took up a lot of time. So, anyways guys, Murderman 4, over and out. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of Redstone Weekly. I'll see you guys later.